We welcome you to Delavan High School here in Tazewell County as we are in the town of Delavan, and we have a non-conference matchup between the El Paso Gridley Titans and Delavan Panthers, and we are officially back to regular season basketball. My name is Ben Webster, and alongside me, James Webster for pregame and halftime as always. And James, welcome back to regular season basketball. How do you feel about where EPG are at this time of the year?
Yeah, Ben, I think from where we started, they're in good shape. Had a good IHSA conference tournament, and finishing third place. Again, talking about this, 10th seed and finishing third place. So, definitely a good tournament, something that was a success. And yeah, I think they're in good shape coming into a game tonight, which is very winnable here on the road.
Well, Delavan, they're sitting at 9-11. They are currently 3-1 in their conference, which is called the Tomahawk Conference. Their only loss in conference play came at home to Athens, and this is only Delavan's third official home game this year, James. And you're coming in with a Titans team that has won 5 of their last 6. And so, how are they going to be combating this Panther defense tonight?
Well, I think they're going to come in strong. I mean, the Titans have just come in scoring 80 points in their last game then. We saw a lot of fast offense. I think we'll probably see more of the same tonight, wanting to see, against a team who hasn't scored a whole bunch of points themselves. So I think the Titans are going to come out fast and move the ball around and get shots like they would on Saturday.
And so that will just transition us into our keys to the game, brought to you by Big Mike Jenkins from Mangold Ford in Eureka. And James, we talked about this on the drive here, and I think the popular answer between us was defensive fundamentals. Can you dive into that, please?
Yeah, Ben, I think what we did see on Saturday was we let up 71 points. That's a lot of points to be let up in a game, so you're not going to score 80 points in the game. So therefore, you need to set yourself some good defensive fundamentals. We've heard from Coach Shipper before that he really does try to base his team on solid defense, which they didn't really have a lot of on Saturday. But at the same time, Lexington put up a lot of outside three-point shots, and they were making them there. So a different kind of game tonight. I think it's, from what we've seen of Delavan in the past, they fight hard. They're going to be a hard-working team. They're going to scrap for everything. They're not going to give the Titans an easy ride. At the same time, I'd expect the Titans to come out on top. But again, they need to just play solid defense, not give anything easy away, control the pace of the game here, and I think they'll come away with a good win.
And those are your keys to the game, brought to you by Big Mike Jenkins from Mangold Ford in Eureka. He's got your keys, and those were your keys to a Titan win tonight, potentially. Now, the big news tonight, James, is that Javion Maxson is out, and I was talking to him a bit outside, and he was saying that he's on a bit of a limitation in terms of game time right now. What difference does that make in terms of Javion being out of this game tonight?
Yeah, Ben, we've seen the positive influence that Javion has brought back to this team since he came back in the first Tremont game where the Titans came out with that win. We've seen the Titans playing a lot better, and the rest of the team growing in confidence. So yes, Javion is out tonight, but I think we're seeing a different set of players having come off the back of those 4 wins in 5 games, and only a narrow loss in that semi-final game to Tremont. So overall, I think, of course, Javion being out is going to be a loss, but I think tonight it's not going to matter too much here on the road, and I think the rest of the players will be able to bring the confidence and the form that they've been in to this game tonight.
That conversation I had with Javion, he basically confirmed that he'll be out for tonight and tomorrow's game against Fisher, but he will be back for Friday's game, which will be a road trip to Minunk to play the Titans rivals, the Fieldcrest Knights. We're about 2 minutes out from tip-off here at Delavan High School. We'll take a short break, and after that, we'll have our starting lineups and the beginning of the game for you here on Route 24 Radio and Bedford Sports, where you are listening to El Paso Gridley Titan basketball. Welcome back here to Delavan High School as the starting lineup's about to be announced here as for the EPG Titans, who are the guests here tonight, of course, it being a road game, as it is just one change to the starting lineup. Javion Maxson, of course, out tonight, as Siobhan Maxson starts at guard. Braden Hayes, of course, alongside him. Jack Hempstead and Owen Berquist to the forward here tonight. Owen Berquist coming in for one of his first starts of the season. And Jack Hempstead is, of course, coming in as well. And then, of course, Owen Adams down low for EPG. Elijah Webster does not start for the second straight game. So for the Delavan Panthers on the other side of affairs, here you have number 10 starting. Number 11, Coriel Green here for the Panthers. Number 13, Corbin Soldal. Number 21, Hunter Lusher. And number 14, Hudson Briggs here for the Delavan Panthers. So it's another small ball game that will be played by John Shipper here tonight. So EPG obviously coming off of that 80-71 victory against Lexington on Saturday afternoon to claim third place in the McLean County tournament. You could say it's a very successful tournament considering EPG were the 10th seed coming into that game. Coming into that tournament rather, and they ended up finishing third, and big success you could say for EPG, as it will be Owen Adams going up against Hunter Lusher for the tip. So here we go, 8 minutes on the game clock. Regular season basketball is back as Owen Adams will win the tip, gets it to Siobhan Maxson. Here's Braden Hayes. Hayes put up a career-high 35 last game, looking to pick up right where he left off, and he does. Braden Hayes is going to get the proceedings started here tonight for the Titans. As at the other end here for Delavan, we have Corbin Soldal. Soldal working on Braden Hayes. Going to skip that pass, and he's going to find number 10, Brady Burrell, here for the Panthers. Now here is Briggs. Briggs going to get it here to Green. Green driving inside, and it's going to be to bounds by the Titan defense. So inbound going to be coming in here from Grady Burrell. Here's Briggs up top. Briggs going to pitch it back here to Green. Green gets it to Soldal. Here's a very deep three-pointer, which is no good. Rebound by Owen Berquist. Here comes Berquist. Gets it to Braden Hayes. Hayes, pull-up three-pointer. He's got it. Braden Hayes, 2 for 2 early on here for EPG. He has 5 already. Braden Hayes looking to top that 35 he scored on Saturday. The only blemish he had in that game was a technical, and here's a easy bucket inside here from Corbin Soldal with the bucket. Now here's Jack Hempstead at the other end. Another easy bucket for the Titans. Titans have gone 3 for 3 at the offensive end to begin this game. As here comes Briggs driving inside. Layup no good. But the putback put in by Brady Burrell. Now here's Owen Berquist at the other end here for EPG. Berquist outside to Braden Hayes. Pump fakes the 3, driving inside. Hayes is going to have it knocked out of his hands and out of bounds. And it will be Titan possession. A lot of the offense has run through Braden Hayes this season, and there's no questions as to why, as his pass inbounds knocked out of bounds. Braden Hayes 2 inbound. Hayes is going to get it right into Owen Adams, and Owen Adams can't get the layup to go. Grabs his own miss, but taken away by Soldal. Soldal going to get it over here to Green. Green to Briggs. 7-4 ball game in the early goings here at Delavan. Here is Lusher. Hunter Lusher here for the Panthers. Going to skip it all the way over to Briggs. Briggs double teamed in the corner. His pass back up top is going to be tipped out of bounds. So Briggs to inbound it, the sophomore here for Delavan. Down 7-4, just over 2 minutes gone here in this opening quarter. As here is Coriel Green. As there is the screen, and inside here is Lusher. He gets it up and in. Hunter Lusher floats it in here for the Panthers, and it's a 7-6 ball game. Braden Hayes with a step back, gets it into Owen Adams. Back to Braden Hayes, pass back up top, stolen away, and this will go out of bounds, and it was last touched by a Delavan player, so it will be El Paso Gridley ball. Down 7-6, 5:13. Or up 7-6, I should say. 5:13 left here in the opening quarter. Just getting started if you're just tuning in. Braden Hayes puts up another three, and he can't get it to go this time. Rebound there going to Coriel Green. Pass stolen by Jack Hempstead, but stolen back by Hudson Briggs. Briggs bringing it up, and he's going to get it here to Grady Burrell. Get it here to Green. Coriel Green, double teamed up top. Green somehow fights his way out the double team. Wide open three for Burrell is good. Great work there by Coriel Green to break the double team and find a wide open three-pointer there for Burrell. Here's Braden Hayes. Titans down by 2, and he's going to lose it. Braden Hayes picks it back up, dump inside to Owen Adams, puts it up and in, plus the foul. Owen Adams will have the chance to put the Titans in front with a three-point play.
Lusher, his first team first.
Lusher picks up his first foul, team first of the game for Delavan. Owen Adams knocks down the free throw. First 3 points of the game for Owen Adams. Here is Briggs. Here's another three here for Burrell. Burrell in and out, and the rebound. They're going. Soldo puts it back up and in, and Delavan retakes the lead. Here's Chavon Maxson. Maxson driving inside. Chavon floats it up, no good. Rebound by Coriel Green. Green bringing the ball forward here for the Panthers, up by 1 early in this one. Here's Briggs in the corner. He has it knocked loose by Braden Hayes. Now coming on here for the Panthers, we'll have James Pagel checking in. As Hunter Lusher will head to the bench. Inbound goes in here to Pagel. Here is Burrell. Pagel puts up a corner three. That's no good. Batted back out. And it's going to be recovered here. Here's a three from Briggs. That's no good. Ball goes straight up and rebounded. And Braden Hayes will finally get the rebound for EPG. You do need a pure rebounder out there on the floor right now if you're the Titans. But Owen Adams inside at the other end. Puts the Titans back in front, 12-11. Here's Coriel Green here for the Panthers, and Elijah Webster will be coming in a few moments here for the Titans. Here's Pagel. Pagel. Get it over here to Hudson Briggs. Briggs is going to be stopped just inside the arc. Gets it back to Burrell. Corner three again for Pagel. This time he knocks it down. Delavan goes back up by 2. Here is Chavon, gets it to Owen Adams at the other end, and a jump ball, Delavan ball. And Elijah Webster will check in for Owen Adams.
Number 22, Elijah
Owen Adams comes out of the game with 5 points, 5 of the 12 for EPG. Titans trailing 14-12 here in this opening quarter. 2.5 remaining. Here's Briggs, gets it back here to Grady Burrell. Andrew Shippert will be the next Titan to sub in at the next dead ball. But inside here is Soldal. Back outside to Burrow. Briggs in the corner. Guarded by Hempstead, and it's poked loose by Jack Hempstead. And now Andrew Shippert will check in. Owen Bergquist will to the bench. So your Titan 5 on the floor is Chavon Maxson, Braden Hayes, Andrew Shippert, Elijah Webster, and Jack Hempstead. As here is Burrell, guarded by Chavon. Gets it over to James Pagel. Pagel, nowhere to go, just dumps it off to Green. Green at the top of the key. Elijah Webster currently playing help defense. As here is Soldal. And here is Pagel. Pagel, good defense played there by Elijah Webster. Pagel. Braden Hayes switches back on to Pagel. Now here is Green. Gets it back here to Burrow. Burrow. Now here is Briggs. Briggs at the free throw line has a lane to the rim. Hudson Briggs no good. Rebound Elijah Webster. Good defensive possession there by the Titans. Now here's Braden Hayes. Hayes double team to the corner for Hempstead. Back up top, Braden Hayes pump fakes a deep three. Step back, three on its way, in and out. Elijah Webster grabs the offensive board. He puts it up, no good. Hempstead tries to tip it back in. That's no good. Tip back out for Chavon. Elijah Webster trying to take it to the rim. He's going to put it up. That's no good. And a rebound going to Hudson Briggs. Bringing it up here is Grady Burrell. Shane Holderby going to check in with under a minute to go here in this first quarter. Titans still down 14-12. As here's Green. Lovely pass inside to find Soldal. Rebounded by Webster. Now here comes Braden Hayes. Hayes to Chavon. Chavon, pull up jumper, no good. And the rebound will go the way of Coriel Green. 27 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Titans trailing the Delavan Panthers 14-12 if you're just tuning in. Here's Pagel. 16 seconds left. Here's a three from Soldal, which is no good. He grabs his own miss. Corbin Soldal gets it back out. James Pagel with a three. That's no good. Rebound by Jack Hempstead with 5 seconds left. Hempstead gets it over to Chavon. Chavon puts it up from way outside, just short, and that will end.
In the first quarter, it's Delavan 14, El Paso
The
12.
Delavan Panthers are leading the EPG Titans at the end of one, 14-12. We'll take a short break here on Route 24 Radio and Ben Webster Sports on YouTube.
Liquidation sale of all their apparel inventory tonight. Everything in the
Welcome back here to
cabinet is priced
Delavan
at
High School
$10
as we're about to
You should
begin
head
the
out
second quarter.
to the foyer
As these
and
EPG
check out
Titans
the
trailing
apparel
14-12
cabinet.
here in this first quarter. As we also just noticed, James Webster actually pointed it out that there's no
Start the
Kane
second quarter, they'll
Kerfoot
be
presence
El
tonight.
Paso
We do
Ridley
not know
ball.
the reason
Possession arrow
why,
favors the
as we
Titans.
had just figured that out, but the Titans will start with the basketball to begin this second quarter. Braden Hayes so far leading the Titans in scoring with 5 points. Shane Holderby is in the game. Here's Braden Hayes. Hayes takes the first three, gets it up top to Hempstead. Braden Hayes, deep corner three is good.
3-point field goal
And the
for
Titans
five.
retake
Braden
the lead
Hayes.
to start the second quarter. James Pagel at the other end here for the Panthers. Now here's Burrow. Gets it back to Pagel. Pagel switches it over to Corbin Soldal. Now here is Coriel Green. Comes off a screen set by Lusher. Pagel in the corner. Decides not to take a dribble. Now it's Green. 45 seconds into the second period. Here's Lusher. Lusher picks up his dribble. Webster pokes it loose. That's a double dribble. But Lusher takes it to the rim and scores. That should have been called a double dribble. I don't know about that. But here's Braden Hayes. Or it was poked loose by Elijah Webster, so I guess the referees do have a point there. Here's Braden Hayes to Webster. Comes it down low to Shipper, but it is knocked out of bounds. And it will still be Titan ball. Owen Adams will be checking in here for the Titans momentarily. We'll get that sub now as Owen Adams checks in for Elijah Webster. Chavon Maxson checks in for Shane
Number
Holderby.
3, Chavon Maxson.
Hayes to inbound it to Jack Hempstead. Siobhan to Braden. Braden to Hempstead, back to Braden Hayes. Hayes trapped in the corner. Hayes has to do something, gets it to Siobhan. Siobhan back to Braden, 3 on its way, is good again. Braden Hayes up to double digits, 11 points now here in the game for Braden Hayes. Coriel Green takes it to the rim, no good. And the rebound fought for by Owen Adams. And goes out of bounds, last touched by Adams, so it will stay here with Delavan. As we're going to be seeing Hudson Briggs check in
for the Panthers,
for
14,
Brady
Hudson
Burrell.
Briggs.
James Pagel to inbound it, gets it into Briggs. Handoff to Pagel, kicks it out here to Green. Coriel Green, guarded by Andrick Shipper. Gets it over to Hudson Briggs. Screen set by Green. To the short corner here for Lusher. Lusher, what a pass that was. To Soldel, but Braden Hayes knocks it out of bounds. Titans leading 18-16, just under 2 minutes gone here in quarter number 2. Got to inbound it here for your Delavan, and they do. Get it into Lusher. 3-point, or the pump fake in the corner by Pagel. Gets it up top here to Briggs. Briggs gets it here to Corbin Soldel. Over to Pagel. Pagel, deep 3, but we got an offensive foul off the ball, which will give the Titans the ball back. That foul going against
Offensive foul on Delavan's 21. Under Lusher,
and
his
the
second.
clock is running for some reason.
Team first. Number
Don't
10,
know why the
Grady
clock
Burrell.
is
Number
running.
12, Trace Garbage checking in for the Panthers.
And now the officials figured that out, that the clock was running the entire time. Took them long enough. 5:41 is what's on the game clock. It should be about 6 minutes, as it was running for about 20 seconds. And they put it at exactly that. With 6 minutes left here in the first half, Titans leading 18-16. And Siobhan will bring it up here for EPG. Siobhan, no points for him so far. Andrick Shipper here for EPG, stuck in the corner. Shipper needs to find somebody. Pass down low to find Hempstead, is stolen away. The other way here is Brady Burrell. Burrell to Green. Green, hand off to Pagel. Pagel to the corner. Briggs puts up a 3, air ball, and rebounded by Owen Adams. Now here comes Braden Hayes the other way. Hayes to find Siobhan. Siobhan inside to Owen Adams. Adams goes to the rim, blocked by Hudson Briggs. Now coming up the other way will be Briggs. Gets it to Green. Green driving inside, jumper from the free throw line, finds its way in. Coriel Green gets it to go.
Corey Green for 2.
Here is Siobhan Maxim with a response 3. That's no good. Ball tipped around. Owen Adams blocked from behind by Briggs. Jack Hempstead puts it back up, and he's fouled. So Hempstead will be shooting 2 here for EPG. To make the case that Owen Adams should be fouled. Shot.
At the line for the Titans, number 2, Jack Hempstead.
Good block from behind there by Hudson Briggs. But now Jack Hempstead at the line. First free throw is good.
Substitution in for the Panthers,
Jack
13,
Hempstead now up to 3
Corbin
points in the game.
And for the
now
Titans, number
Elijah
23,
Webster and
Owen
Owen Berquist checks in.
Berquist.
And also for the Panthers, Corbin Soldel checks in place of James Pagel. Second free throw is good from Hempstead. He goes 2 for 2. Gives the Titans a 20-18 lead. Just over 3 minutes gone here in quarter number 2. Titans leading this game. As here is pass over here to Green. Now Soldel to Briggs. Burrell in the corner. Burrell puts up the jumper. Air ball. Rebounded by Siobhan. Here comes Siobhan the other way, and he's going to travel. And this first half filled of mistakes, you could say, here for EPG so far. And it's another turnover, 4.5 to go here in this first half. Titans only leading 20-18 over the Delavan Panthers. As here's Brady Burrell. He's been a bright spot for the Panthers so far. Gets it over to Soldel. Corbin Soldel. Soldel, crossover, takes it to the rack, kicks it out. Three-pointer on its way from Burrell, and it's no good. Braden Hayes contesting for the rebound, and he's going to get a jump ball. Ball pointing the way, or possession arrow pointing the way of the Delavan Panthers. So it will be Burrell to inbound here for the Delavan Panthers. Lob into Briggs is stolen by Owen Bergquist, and Bergquist is going to be fouled on his way through. That foul will be
foul number 11
against Corey
Green, his first, team third in the quarter. Will pass the Ridley ball out of bounds. Substitution back in for the Panthers, number 3, James Bagel.
Corey Green. Another sub that came in was Trace Knight Garlish here for the Panthers, as Siobhan will bring it up off the inbound. Siobhan coming off of the screen. Siobhan puts up the jumper, comes up short. Brought in by Soldel. Brought the other way here by Briggs. Briggs, what a move that was on Hempstead. Briggs with the layup. Ties the game at 20. Still halfway to go here in the second quarter. Titans and the Panthers 20-20. Here's Owen Bergquist. Braden Hayes. Hayes driving inside. Hayes puts it up, and it is no good. Braden Hayes will be shooting 2 free throws. That foul will be called against Trace Kite Garlish.
At the line for the Titans, number 5, Braden
Garlish's
Hayes.
first foul. Team 4th of the quarter. Braden Hayes at the line shooting 2, first of which is good.
Substitution in
Braden
for
Hayes
the
puts
Titans,
himself up
number
to
40,
12.
Owen Adams.
Owen Adams
And for
will check
Delavan,
in
number
for
11,
Jack
Corey
Hempstead.
Green.
And Corey Green checks in here for Trace Kite Garlish. Having trouble seeing the player fouls here for Delavan, as the scoreboard is impeding my view of the scoreboard, but Braden Hayes gets the offensive rebound off the free throw, and he puts in the jumper. Bring it the other way. Here is, and it looks like Braden Hayes just hit. Is that 1,000 points? I think it is. And Braden Hayes is going to get it forward to Elijah Webster. Webster with the layup, he puts it in. Timeout called by John Shepard, and Braden Hayes hits 1,000 points for his career.
30 seconds.
What an achievement for Braden Hayes. He has joined the very elite company of 1,000 point scorers. Most recently, Micah Meeks was a 1,000 point scorer for the EPG Titans. And also Asa Smith was one of those players. He's hit 1,000 points over his career. What an achievement that is for the junior Braden Hayes. Been a varsity starter ever since he was a freshman. And quite the achievement for Braden Hayes. 3:04 to go here in the second quarter. And he is certainly planning on scoring much more than that. This here is a 3 at the other end here for Corey Green. It's no good. Rebounded by Siobhan Maxon. 25-20 ball game. Here's Braden Hayes. He's going to get this over to Owen Adams, but it's tipped out of bounds before the pass could find Owen Adams.
Be strong in the paint.
So Braden Hayes to inbound. It's actually Owen Adams to inbound. Braden Hayes scoring 14 points here in this first half. That got him to 1,000 points for his career. Hayes driving inside, puts it up, and it's no good. Now Braden Hayes will have the opportunity for 1,001 and more. As that
foul number 11, Corey
foul
Green.
called against
His
Corey
second, team 5th. Braden Hayes
Second
at the
against
line.
him, Braden
2
Hayes
shots.
at the line to shoot 2. Braden Hayes, 1,001. Knocks down the first free throw, puts himself up to 15. 1,002 for Braden Hayes. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Titans lead 27-20 over the Panthers. 2:35 remain here in quarter number 2. Here is Pagel. Pagel is going to be called for 5 seconds. Good defense by Owen Berquist. Now Jack Hempstead will check in for Siobhan Maxson. So your Titan 5 on the floor is Jack Hempstead, Owen Berquist, Braden Hayes, Elijah Webster.
In for Delavan, number 5, Drake Neuendorf.
And we get a new change here is Drake Neuendorf checks in here for the Panthers in place of Corey Green. Here is Jack Hempstead over to Adams. Hempstead, Braden Hayes, deep ball, no good. Rebounded by Elijah Webster, he can't get it to go. Jack Hempstead is going to put the shot back up.
Delavan foul, number 14, Hudson Briggs, his first.
Hudson Briggs
At the
gets
line
called
for
for
the
the
Titans,
foul.
number 2, Jack Hempstead, shooting 2 shots.
Forthcoming here for Jack Hempstead, he's on 4. Of course, Braden Hayes the majority of the points here for EPG as Hempstead knocks down the first. 5 points for Jack Hempstead here in the game. How about the second free throw? He cannot get it to go. And we get an over the back foul against Elijah Webster.
Titans foul number 22, Elijah Webster.
That is the Titans' first team foul, I believe, of the game. As they lead 28-20 with just over 2 minutes left here in this first half. As here is Brady Burrell. As pass to Soldal, tipped away. Step back 3 from Burrell is no good. Rebound by Hempstead. Jack Hempstead bringing the other way here for EPG. Now Braden Hayes. Hayes, Jack Hempstead. Entry pass to Webster, who loses it, and it is stolen away by Neuendorf. Quite the name that is, Drake Neuendorf. If only his last name was May, then he would have a very good football career ahead of him. Don't know what I was saying there, but inside here for Delavan is a 3-pointer here for Pagel as they kicked it out, but it's no good. Hempstead gonna forward this for Owen Adams at the other end. Now here's Berquist, gets it to Hempstead. Hempstead pass inside to Adams, comes back out for Berquist. Back out to Braden Hayes. Here's Hayes. Gets it to Hempstead. Now Berquist. Owen Adams in the corner. Under a minute to go here in the first half. Back out to Berquist. Berquist dribbling around and he steps out of bounds. Delavan basketball going the other way. Just a quick reminder that James Webster and I will be breaking down what has gone down here in this first half, and I'm sure James Webster will have quite the opinions to share at the end of this first half. As here's James Pagel. Pagel to the corner. Burrell, a 3-pointer that he can't get it to go. A lot of shots missed here by Delavan here in the second quarter. As here is Soldal to the corner. Briggs puts up a 3, in and out again. Now here comes Braden Hayes the other way. Hayes gonna try and take it to the rim. 1004.
Basketball number 5, Braden Hayes.
Knocks it in. 15 seconds left in the half as Braden Hayes is up to 18 of the Titan 30. 30-20 is the score. And another turnover here for the Panthers is just in terms of general play, this has been an atrocious second quarter.
Substitution for the Titans, number 3.
As Siobhan Maxson checks in here for Owen Berquist for the final 8.6 of this first half. Siobhan with 7 seconds, 6, 5. Siobhan needs to find somewhere to go. They kick it to the corner. Owen Adams puts it up. No good at the buzzer.
And at the
That
end of the
will
first half,
end
it's
what
El Paso
was
Ridley 30,
quite the
Delavan
first half
20.
here in
Attention,
Delavan High
Delavan fans,
School
halftime
as
score
we
from the
will
7A
take a break
sectional
before James
at Pontiac
Webster
St. Mary's.
comes back
Pontiac St. Mary's
in
leads
on the
18-11 over Delavan's 7A team.
And James Webster will be back on the mic at the half, but not after these messages. But right now, the Titans leading 30-20 at the half.
letting booster clubs having a
Well, some of you might be wondering what you just watched. Well, don't worry, we'll talk about the game in a minute. But what just happened during the commercial break is we had it's a Pick Out Cancer Night tonight, and some of the Delavan students came out and had a little program happen, and each of the players were given their own pink roses to give to a member of the crowd. All of the members of the crowd that were given the pink roses were Delavan fans. So we had some EPG players walking up and approaching some random people, which it's a very cool thing to do. But for the EPG players, it must have been just a little bit awkward. It's a very good cause, and James Webster is back in on this. But James, very nice touch for the Pick Out Cancer Night, but also a big achievement for Braden Hayes tonight, achieving 1,000 points for his career.
Yeah, a lot to talk about here at halftime, Ben. But yeah, let's just take a moment. It was a great job by Delavan and the school here. 3 students honoured. Those who won have come out and wearing pink tonight to support this cancer awareness night, but also a really nice touch there, honouring the ladies here in the crowd who have had a battle with breast cancer themselves. So yeah, really, really good just to stop and take a moment to realise life is about way more than a basketball game. And yeah, just really good, and well done Delavan for that honouring of those ladies tonight. Ben, you mentioned Braden Hayes. Let's talk about that. Braden Hayes, 1,000 points. What an incredible achievement for any player in their high school career. Alone in your junior year, that's a huge achievement to get to. So well done to Braden. Great to see him get to that milestone, and hopefully he's going to score many, many more points for the Titans, which I'm sure he will. I mean, is it 18 we can see on the board there? He's on 18 already tonight.
He's up to 1,004 points now for his career.
Yeah,
he's one of the main point scorers for the Titans right now, and he's going to continue and score a lot more points. But a big well done and congratulations to him and to all family members involved, because that's such a big achievement.
So now let's go to what we saw in that first half. What are your opinions on that first half? Because I saw you make a number of facial expressions throughout that first half, and I think it could pretty much tell the story of what you're about to say.
Yeah, man. Let's face it, that first half wasn't great. If Delavan could shoot better, the Titans would be in trouble. Delavan have missed a lot of shots. And let's face it, on a great side coming tonight. I think there's a big expectation the Titans will win this game. From this point, 20-30 at halftime, I expect the Titans to go on and win this game easily. However, they're not winning it easily. They're not playing very well, and it's been a little bit like walking through treacle here in the first half, or walking through mud maybe, Ben, if people understand that a little more. But very slow start from the Titans. They came out very flat, which is maybe understandable off the back of the conference tournament coming in on a Monday night. But yeah, came out very slow, sluggish, didn't really play defense. Offense was kind of a one, everybody for themselves, kind of just take it on, drive themselves. There was no real sense of team cohesion. So it got a little bit better through the first quarter, and then the second quarter was very hard work too. So yeah, Braden Hayes is on 18. He's managed to take it to them, scored the majority of the points. The rest of it hasn't looked very pretty tonight so far, Ben. So I'm expecting some big improvements from the Titans here in the second half, and to see a lot more team basketball in this second half. And yeah, the Titans coming away with a good win off the back of a good second half performance.
Well, could you elaborate on what you expect from EPG here in the second half?
Yeah, I expect a bit more intensity, especially on defense. I think the Titans, like I say, looked flat and slow. In terms of the defense, they let some guys go. They were letting some easy shots up early in the game. And we saw Delavan hanging on in there for a long time. And only really towards the end of that second quarter did the Titans kind of pull away with the gap. So I expect to see a lot more discipline. We talked at the start of the game about, you know, discipline and the fundamentals, coming away tonight, defending well, you know, and having good solid offense. I would expect to see the Titans keep the ball for longer on offense, pass it around more, get more passes, set themselves up. It's been a lot of either fast breakaways or get to the offense and try and score as fast as we can. And the Titans can control this game through keeping the ball, passing it around, controlling the tempo of the game, and they're going to come away just fine with a win. But like I say, just a bit disjointed. So yeah, hoping that we find a much more connected performance.
Now there is another game going on right now in terms of EPG stuff. It is the girls' game that is going on right now. They're hosting Fisher in a conference matchup tonight. Well, since we're running these broadcasts off of 2 phones, we can't really find out what's going on with the girls' game, but JV game was going on, James, and what could you see from the last time you checked in on that?
When I checked in on the JV game, it was 18-1, very close to half-time before this game started.
In favor of EPG.
In favor of EPG, so I'm expecting the JV girls to have won, and hoping for the varsity girls to get a win tonight too, but like you say, we've come to Delavan, there's no Wi-Fi here, we're running our broadcast from 2 phones and we've got no way of checking any of the scores or running any stats. So we're doing what we can to get this game to you tonight. Hopefully you're enjoying it so far, and yeah, looking forward to a better second half.
And apologies for if the feed is blurry. We can't really do anything about that because that's all.
Delavan's next game
so,
is
about 3 minutes left until halftime. And James, one more question. You can't go on like this, can it?
It can, man. If the Titans don't kind of
Thursday, January 29th at Mason City. Next home game is Saturday late afternoon, 4 o'clock tip time.
I don't know if it's Monday night, if they all had the day off
Limestone High School.
What it was, off the back of the 10, then we'll see. But yeah, I'm expecting a bit of an injection of some intensity for this second.
All right, thank you to James Webster for his halftime insights, and we'll be back with the start of the second half after this. Welcome back to Delavan High School for the beginning of the second half, in which the Titans leading 30-20 at the beginning of the third quarter. And the Titans will be starting with the basketball. And so let's see if, for James Webster's sake, if we see a much improved second half.
The passive Gridley ball, possession arrow
to begin the third quarter. So off we go. Titans leading by 10 to begin this third quarter, and it'll be Chavon Maxson taking it right to the rim and scoring for Chavon. That's his first bucket of the entire game. So now Corey Green bring it the other way here for EPG, or Delavan, excuse me. Playing occasion on Mondays right now. Soldel gets it up top to Briggs. Briggs is going to lose it, and Chavon pokes it loose. Braden Hayes jumps on top of it, That was Owen Adams, rather, but here's Trevon again. Trevon bringing it up. Let's see if he can attack the rim again. Spinning. High-low. Adams who puts it today. Owen Adams with 7 here for EPG here in this game, and they lead 34-20. Corey Green taking it to the rim, spinning and having it knocked loose. He will go out of bounds. Delavan ball.